Hey guys, Spot Review back with another video. So today I'll be reviewing a mini PC that I bought off of Amazon for $96. Now this is made by a Chinese company which has some pretty low specs, so let's see how good this mini PC performs. Alright guys, so the mini PC is made by a company called Guzila. Now I'm guessing this is a Chinese company, but I could be wrong. The company name just sounds Chinese for some reason. But yeah, let's get on to the specs of the mini PC now. It has a Intel Atom processor, a quad-core processor. Now it's a base processor. Now it's lower than the Intel Celeron, which is okay, so you can expect that the Intel Atom processor won't handle as well as Intel Celeron, and it'll be much worse. Now it has a 1.44 gigahertz processor, and it can go up to 1.92 gigahertz in burst mode. I don't know what that is, but it seems like beast mode. But it also has 2 GB of RAM, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and you can expand that with a micro SD card, which can expand up to 128 gigabytes. Now, you can also plug in a USB stick or a hard disk to expand it too. And it also outputs 4K HD video, so that's pretty good. So whether you have it plugged into your monitor or TV, it'll output 4K quality, which is pretty good. It's really clear for a mini PC in this price point. And it also comes built in with Windows 10 Pro, which is pretty awesome, since you have to pay a hefty amount for that, but you get it for free on this. And it also has two USB 3 ports with one HDMI port and a headphone jack and mic, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack port, and one 1000 Mbps Ethernet port with a micro SD card slot. Now I've plugged it into my TV and it's just started turning on, but once I set it up, we'll be back. Now it's fully set up, so I want to test the gaming capabilities of the mini PC. Now first I'm going to try playing a game called Bullet Force. Now this is kind of like a shooting game, and it's a bit more complicated than the normal games you would play on your normal PC. It's kind of like a battle royale game and has really good graphics, and it's a really fast-paced game. So let's see how the mini PC handles it. Now it's already lagging when I'm scrolling up and down the page, and the game's taking a pretty long time to load, and I don't think that's because of my internet, because I have pretty good internet. I don't know if you can see at the bottom I have 4 bars. But while that's loading, I'm gonna go over to Google News and see how it handles just some simple clicking and scrolling through pages. So I'm on Google News right now, and everything loaded in pretty fast, so that's not a problem. But yeah, I'm scrolling through everything. It seems pretty smooth. It seems like this mini PC can handle tasks like these. Now, yeah, everything's loading in pretty quickly. Now there's some stuff that hasn't loaded in, like all the stuff on the bottom. But yeah, other than that, it's handling Google News pretty well. But I guess it was kind of lagging on the gaming page since there was a lot of ads there. But yeah, some of these articles load in slowly, but other than that, it loads pretty fast, and it's really smooth. Now I tried many websites with Bullet Force and it's still not working. But when I'm switching through tabs, there's kind of a delay. It's kind of like a 10-second delay going through tabs, so it's kind of a big issue. Now I'm gonna go over to YouTube and see how it handles some simple video, since I think many people will be buying this mini PC to watch videos instead of playing games, since this isn't really meant for playing games. But YouTube is not loading. I kind of expected that, since Bulletproof didn't really load in. I guess if the website has a lot of data in it, it won't load that fast. But I'm gonna give it a few more seconds and see if YouTube loads or not. And if it doesn't, I'm just gonna give a few more tries. But as of now, everything is still not loading in. Everything's blank. I can't click on anything or anything. Only thing I can do is scroll up and down. So I'm gonna give it a few more seconds, and if it doesn't load in, I'm just going to close the tab and reopen YouTube again. Alright, so YouTube kind of started loading in and the ads started appearing, but as I said that, it says youtube.com is not responding, and I'm gonna try seeing how much memory CPU percentage is being used, and I'm guessing it'll be a lot, but I'm gonna try typing in YouTube again for another try and see if it works this time. But I still don't think it'll work this time because the first time it didn't work, but let's give it another chance. Now I'm opening Task Manager, and just Microsoft Edge is using a lot of memory percentage and CPU percentage, as well as disk percentage. Now, you just saw that memory and disk was around 70%, and disk is kind of decreasing now, but memory is pretty high since it's just a browser running. Now, it does only have 2 GB of RAM with a low spec processor, so this is probably the reason why the memories and CPU is being used so much. Now, on a normal PC slash computer, you would need at least like 20 tabs open for the memory and CPU to be that high. But since this has a Intel Atom processor, it's probably going to use all of the percentage up. But yeah, I typed in YouTube again, and just the YouTube TV ad is loaded in yet. Nothing else is loaded. Just pretty disappointing since I thought I could watch some videos, test it out. But I'm gonna give it like 2 more tries since it says YouTube is taking too long and not responding. But when I'm done with that, I'll be back with you guys. Okay, I've typed in YouTube again. Let's see if this works this time now. I don't think it'll still work, but I think it's good enough to give it another try. But yeah, give it a few seconds. Let's see if it loads. No, it doesn't seem to be loading. It's just the same result. Now I'm gonna give it one last try, and if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna stop trying to load YouTube in. Well, as I was about to close it out, the titles of the video started appearing. Oh, there we go. The thumbnails appeared. So, guess it worked this time. Now, as I scroll down, not all of them are loading in, but a few of them are loading in. The ad loaded in, so I guess that's a good sign. So, I'm gonna try typing in my channel name, but I guess the search bar hasn't loaded in yet because I can't click anything. I can't click on the videos or anything. I can't type anything. Okay, the ad has fully appeared now. So I'm hoping that the search is working now. So I'm trying to type something in, but that's not working either. So I think that's the computer's fault. Okay, yeah, I typed in spot review and it's slowly showing all the letters right now. SPO. All the other letters have not showed up yet, which is pretty slow. Okay, now they've all shown up, so let's see if my channel loads and one of my channel's videos plays. Okay, so my channel is loaded in, and so are my thumbnails. They're loaded in too, so let's try clicking on a video and see if it loads. So yeah, so I've clicked it a few seconds ago. Okay, now it's loading in. Let's see how long it takes for the full entire video to load in. Now, it's already taken a long time, so I guess that's expected since nothing else was loading in for a really long time. So yes, a few things are starting to appear now, so I guess it'll just take a time when you're on YouTube. So yeah, okay, the video's playing now. So the video is not good quality, but that's just probably because of my internet. But yeah, everything is slowly, gradually loading in. But yeah, the video seems to be playing good. And yeah, so if you guys want to watch any videos on this mini PC, I wouldn't recommend it unless you have the patience to keep closing the tab a few times and reopening them for them to work. And I also tried putting the video on full screen right now, and it's taking a pretty long time for everything to format. But let's see how long it takes. Okay, it's loaded now. So I took a pretty long time for it to format. I guess that's around like 10 seconds. Now on a normal computer with like at least an i3 processor, it would load in like a second. But yeah, everything seems to be running just fine. Now it is outputting 4K video, which is pretty nice. Everything's really clear. So that's one really good benefit from this mini PC, that it gives 4K output. And now I'm going to display the specs of this mini PC in case I missed anything. So this is the device name, the processor, amount of RAM, device ID, product ID, and system type. So here's just anything if I missed anything. Now there's also the Windows specifications on the bottom. Now as you can see, as I said before, it has Windows 10 Pro, which is pretty amazing since you have to pay some money to have that installed on your normal computer, but for this you're getting it for $96. Now on the Amazon listing right now, you can find this for around $89. It's on sale right now, but we're gonna give it one more chance to see if a game can load. Now this is a game called Agario. This is just like a browser game you can find online. It's a simple game for the laptop. It should load in. Now I pressed play and it's still saying connecting, and Bullet Force is still not loaded in, as you can see. I tried going through different websites for Bullet Force, but it didn't work, and Agario is taking a long time to download, so I hope that's not the issue. Same issue that we have. Okay, play's popped up, so start typing in my name and then press play, but there's a pop-up stuck here, so I can't press anything, but it's not going away either. So I don't know what to do, but let's just wait and see until it goes away. But I don't know why the pop-up's just, oh, there it's gone. So yeah, let me type in my name and then press play, and let's see if the game loads. Now I don't expect it to load because nothing else was loading. Okay, so I've typed in my name and I've pressed play, and it's just stuck as expected since nothing else was loading in. Now I'm pressing play again. I don't think that's gonna help, but let's see if it loads. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds, but I doubt it'll even go to the lobby, but gonna give it a few more seconds. Let's see if it loads. Okay, it's stuck now. Now I'm gonna go back over to Bullet Force, see if this is at least loading. Now you can see it's stuck at 85%. Now I don't want to close the tab because I don't want to start all over again, but let's go back. Yep, it's still stuck, so I don't think this will ever load in. Now I'm gonna give it a few more seconds just in case it loads in, but I don't think so, so I guess that's the end of the test. Now that's the end of the review, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe with notifications on and smash the like button. But other than that, guys, I don't think this PC is that worth it. Now this PC is really slow. It has an Intel Atom processor and 2 GB of RAM, but if you do want to buy this PC, I strongly don't recommend buying this because you can't really do anything with this unless you have some patience. It'll take a few seconds for everything to load in, but for me, I personally don't have that patience to wait for everything to load in since I'm used to using a i5 laptop. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe, as I said before. Peace.